Alright, hello and welcome, fellow users of the internet. My name is Noah, and you're watching Asphodel Merchants. Alright, for those of you who didn't see the community post, or I haven't told yet, this last weekend was Regional Championship Atlanta, hosted by DreamHack. And as you guys can probably imagine, I didn't do that very well. If you're following Twitter or have looked already, the top 8 was already announced, so was the winner. I don't remember the exact name, but an Azorius control player won. Now all the bandwagoners are going to jump back on it and play the deck, even though they're probably not that good at it, and that he was probably just an exceptional player. But nonetheless, congratulations to him and to the other top 8s and to everybody else who qualified for the Pro Tour at that event. I'm sorry that I don't have your names pulled up on Melee right now, but you know who you are, and you definitely won't be hearing this. There was some other cool stuff. The first thing I'll show you can already see it in the thumbnail, was my name tag. Kevin's Comic Man and Popper Bluff, that's where I qualified at, and I think my name tags might be the coolest new thing to get from DreamHack. You know, getting the name tag just makes the whole trip worth it for some reason. I'm a weirdo like that. Of course, I didn't do very good. I lost 0-3 again, but if I'm going to lose, I wanted to lose early. That way I could get right into the side events. So for those of you who didn't see the deck list in the community post or haven't seen me play it before, I was playing Boros Convoke. In Boros Convoke, we use the namesake mechanic Convoke, which you can read here on Venerated Loxodon, to play one of our 8 big 5-drops, either Venerated Loxodon or Night Errant of Eos, and we can do this as early as turn 2 with the help of a couple cards. Those cards that we're really looking for, the card that at least make the deck work, is Gleeful Demolition. Destroy target artifact. If you control that artifact, create 3/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens. And you use this in conjunction with Ornithopter. You know, go Ornithopter Gleeful Demolition for red tokens, and then play a white card, and you can convoke it out as early as turn 2, or use something like Thraben Inspector, that's 1 white and makes an artifact. Play this, play Gleeful Demolition. You've got 4 creatures and a mana on turn 2 for another Venerated. Same difference with Voldaren Epicure. 1 red makes an artifact. You then use Gleeful Demolition to keep the train rolling. Alright, and then we use a couple of other cards. You've probably seen this deck before. This deck's more about what I think about DreamHack, what I thought about DreamHack, the tournament, and traveling for Magic and whatnot. This is also Resolute Reinforcements. It's just a really good way to put 2 bodies onto the battlefield. And since it has flash, it helps make some of your opponent's sorcery speed remove a little bit worse, and it helps you cast it. Also, a new card we've been playing with in this build is Warden of the Inner Sky. It was definitely very powerful. In the few games that I won, games, not matches, mind you, this was one of the most important cards, because once you get it big enough, they can't kill it with damage-based removal, and it just flies over and kills them. You see that tap 3 untapped artifacts and/or creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on the Sky Warden, and scry, activate only a sorcery. Of course, a lot of your permanents and 1-drops all are 2 permanents in 1, so this card plus your Thraben Inspector or your Voldaren Epicures is enough to tap it and put the counter on it. Or you can even play this, then play something else, Gleeful Demolition it, and then attack with this. So Warden of the Inner Sky, new card. It's probably always going to make the deck. A new-ish card, we started playing it last season, was Imodane's Recruiter. It is 3 mana for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, creatures we control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end turn. Obviously, you saw all the 1/1s we've been making, and so that makes Imodane's Recruiter a great card for our go wide strategy. I also did cast the Train Troops once. It resolved, but then they countered the Imodane's Recruiter. We used to be playing Reckless Bushwhacker and Burning Tree Emissary, but a lot of people started moving off of Burning Tree Emissary, which made the Bushwhackers a little worse. Then they started playing splits of like 3 Bushwhackers, 1 Recruiters, and then the number of Recruiters kept going up, and the Bushwhackers just kept going down. Then we have what is, I guess, my pet card in the deck, which is Legion's Landing. Enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, transform Legion's Landing into Adonto the First Fort, tap to add a white, or pay 3 and create a white vampire creature token with lifelink. Some people have gotten off of this card, but I've still been seeing it in some lists. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. A card that I played because Todd Anderson suggested it on his what I would play if I was in the Swiss was the main deck Thalia Guardian Thravens, but I've not been a super high fan of them. Don't know why. They just haven't seen influential in the matchups that I played, which, by the way, for whoever's wondering, I played against a Rakdos aggro or perhaps Rakdos midrange. The definition gets a little muddled. He was still playing Shieldred and a lot of the other good cards, so I digress. Lost to Rakdos, lost in a Boros midrange mirror, not Boros midrange, but a Boros Convoke mirror, and then I lost to Namir Rogues. And we'll just show you the mana base right now. Inspiring Vantage, you know what they are. A playset of Sacred Foundries is a Boros deck. You've got to have them. Again, Boros auto-includes our Battlefield Forges. Now, one thing that I'm kind of different about is some people play 3 Needleverge pathways. Those people are coping. Mana Confluence is just better. And the only reason they don't play Mana Confluence is because they just don't have them and they don't want to cough up $40 a piece for them. Alright, and then we have our 2 Sheffet Dunes. Shout out to Walker Rowcliffe and Valkyrie Gaming and Popper Bluff for being open and letting me grab these because I didn't realize I didn't have any whenever I took off for Atlanta. And then we've got our utility lands, our 1 Den of the Bugbear, our 1 Eiganjo Seat of the Empire, and a Sokenzan Crucible of Defiance, and last but not least, our 1 basic mountain. Some people asked me why I played a basic mountain as my basic instead of a plains, and I told them the real cards that turn on your deck are all red, even though the good ones are all white. If you get cut off of red and can't cast your Gleeful Demolitions or can't activate your Den and Sokenzan, you're just going to be dead. Alright, and then I sleeved up my tokens. And then we'll talk about the sideboard right fast. Jegantha is our companion. It's pretty free. I like it just fine. I know that some people are like, oh, you're not going to win any games where you put it in your hand. And they might have a point, but at the end of the day, there's no reason to not have it. 1 Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, a foil 1 to be exact. A Hallowed Moonlight in case I ran into creativity, and it's also good against Phoenix. Duskrose Reliquary is a relatively new card, but it's just a super portable hole. It's hard to deal with, and it hits any creature or artifact of any mana value. And then 3 Rending Volleys, 3 Wedding Announcements, and some people, a lot of other players are off of them, but I am quite the Invasion of Gobakhan truther. I put in a lot of work in finding those cards. I was going to play with them. Sue me. Oh, there's my Jegantha one. And so that was the deck. Maybe next time. This next regional championship that I'm queued up for is Modern. Haven't finished my deck yet so far, but I think I'm down to 2, maybe 2.5 options. And next up we have the Participation promo, which is a Secret Lair Showdown Eugene the Spirit Dragon. It is still $80-ish on eBay, but it's fallen fast. If you want to purchase it, there should be a link to my eBay below, so good luck. Or hopefully I'll be able to convince somebody locally to buy it for cash. What do I want to show you guys next up? You know, let's open... I only came back with 2 booster packs because I didn't have quite enough time to play as many as side events as I want, but they had a play against a streamer event that I played in, a Chaos Seal to get a box and some sleeves. So let's see if I got anything good. Hey, Brotherhood's in. That's a good $5. What was this other stuff in here? Probably worthless. And, well, Mishra's Workshop disc is cool. I shouldn't be talking smack. Alright, just gonna keep moving stuff because I'm not gonna need this stuff anymore. We'll keep looking at Eugene. He's cool. I'll show you 2 of the 4-ish limited decks I played that weekend. They were all kind of... Hold on. Yeah, okay, I had them in order. Okay, so this one kind of went off the rails. As you can see, I picked one, packed one to Tishana's Tidebinder, and I found a Skullspore Nexus, and I ended up playing blue-green, which is pretty weak, but it was my last event of the day, and of course, you know, I'm not going to not take a $15 Tishana's Tidebinder. The card's pretty good as it is. Somehow I got 3 of the Nikenzols, and so overall this deck was pretty bad. I kind of just got cut off a few of the Explore creatures, and I didn't have as many of the Merfolk as I was hoping to get. But, you know, if Skullspore Nexus is still $10, and it's not sleeved up because I didn't play it, but somewhere around here is a Growing Rights of a Tholmok that was in there. So overall, you know, in that booster draft, I opened almost $30 worth of cards, and so you can't really complain about that. Here are, what is some of this stuff? Oh yeah, just some of the other rares and random other cards that I didn't donate to the Magic Kids booth. Yeah, there's that Growing Rights. Yeah, I had that Growing Rights of Tholmok and another thing. Opened a Roaming Throne in a sealed event. And some other cool cards. This Virtue of Knowledge, I think, is still $4. And here's another deck that I was a little bit less ashamed of. It is a Boros deck that we played in an event called the Year in Review Sealed. It had a Sunfall in it, which was really cool. This Diamond Pickaxe. Oh, we're already 11 minutes. I need to hurry up and let you guys get on. This Split Breaches, 2 Capricettes. I think what I should have done was ditch the Wanderglyph Sunfall plan and put in a few more aggressive cards to go with this, you know, good aggressive Boros strategy. What was really funny is that it was 8 packs, but we only had 30 minutes for deck construction. So I remember pulling out on my Boros card thinking, this is pretty good, but I should probably play Azorius. That way I can, you know, play in a few things and trying to flash them in after I resolve a Sunfall and then start trying to win the game. But as I was making that decision, I heard, okay, there's only 2 minutes left in build. You had, you know, you only had 30 minutes. Start sleeving. I was like, oh crap, I gotta hurry. I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah, I went 2 and 3 in that event. I just got a little unlucky in the 5th round and just, you know, couldn't draw both 2 planes and my board wipes, or I just never drew the board wipes. But that's just Magic sometimes, baby. I also picked up this Ultimate Guard Boulder at the event. I think it's cool. It's red and white. It's like a candy cane. Eugene all the way up top here. I bought this Shieldred pen that is super cool. Kind of lame that I bought it. I have no idea what I'm actually supposed to do or wear with it, but it looks just like a Shieldred. You see that? Maybe I'll get to use it. Maybe I'll copy my Shieldred sometime, and I'll use that. We already saw the name tag. The name tag up here. Put those both up here. We'll open one of our last packs, LCI Draft. Normally I don't always open my draft packs, but for you guys, I'll make an exception. Is our rare on the front this time? We have the Hidden Nursery and Terra Tide. Womp womp. Not very expensive, but it is cool. Hey, Bitter Triumphs, like $1. Waterwing Scout, Open Siren, Tinker's Tote, Whirlpool. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Throw that over here, keep it out of my way. And last but not least, I only had enough time to win about 15 ticks for the prize wall, and that got me this DreamHack Lanyard set, which I'm going to go ahead and open. We'll maybe leave one sealed to sell a little bit later, but I want to see what this looks like. That's the preview of what it looks like on the back. An officially licensed Wizards product. It's funny because I don't win my other lanyard. I don't wear the other lanyard that I won at my RCQ around anywhere. But this one's calling me. This one feels different. What can I say? Come on now, get out of here. Ooh. It's got a smell, a smelly smell. I like that. It's got the Phyrexianized Island art on the back. I don't like the Dominaria on the front at all. I wish I could get rid of that and it just be... But our only choices for these were... What happened to the pin? Okay, here's the pin part. Oh, no. I accidentally threw the pin cover. Oh, wait, I think I see it. Okay, I did find it. What does this look like? I like that. That does look good. Now we've got this Snapcaster DreamHack pin-looking shooting star part. That's neat. So I think I would put it like that. That way that part's always showing. That's never going to fit down in my pocket, though. So if I wear this around... Look. Oh, right. It's right here. Is this my new keys setup? Perhaps, and I'll keep the pin somewhere else. Okay. Well, that was kind of pretty much the last of it. The build, the prizes, maybe it wasn't a lot, but maybe we'll, it didn't help that I wasn't there for any of Friday's festivities. We didn't get to Atlanta till Friday night. And then I just went into the main event on Saturday, and they closed the on-demand events at 6, which I didn't know about, but, you know, we'll play better next time. Yeah, still planning on going to Denver. Got a lot of work to get done before I go, but that's life. Merry Christmas, everyone. Please remember the meaning for this season. Spend plenty of time with your family and loved ones. It's truly more important than any game of Magic cards, that's for sure. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you thought about the convention if you went, or what you want to see me do. And please share this content with anybody who you think might enjoy it. I'd appreciate it a ton, and thank you all again. Goodbye.